All right, you're on Tommy V's channel. Welcome to Mark Neifeld, who's fishing with me today. We got about 15-mile-an-hour southeast wind, but yesterday we caught a few trout on plastic, but today we're gonna try some bridgeside dynamite. We're gonna get some bridgeside shrimp, and so stay tuned and we'll see if we can get some steady action and bring it to you live from Grand Isle, Louisiana. Mark, what you got on there, man? Nice little trout.
Was that first cast?
Yep. Second cast. The first cast is bad luck, you know? If you catch one of the first cast, they say it's bad luck.
Second cast.
Look, we just behind Grand Isle. We got a strong 15-mile-an-hour wind. Put them in the box. We got to keep that first one, you know?
Oh, yeah.
We just got out here, just started.
Oh, nice jump.
We just behind the island. That island right behind Bridgeside. And the water's high right now. I only would try this if the water's high, because they'll be here when in the summer when it gets too hot. They're not going to be here, but the tide's extremely high right now, so they've got about 3 feet of water right here on this little island, and the current even hasn't started moving yet. But I think they got trout here. All these little islands have fish on them. If you get them with the water's nice and green, you see, it's protected. Grand Isle's protecting because the wind's out to the southeast, so the bay is calm, even with strong wind. I know some of y'all watch my video on wind, so Mark, throw it back there again. I bet you get another one. About 10 feet off of that island. We're not really in the marsh. We're just right behind Grand Isle. Uh-oh.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, stay tuned. We're gonna come back when we start getting them every cast. Mark, that felt like a good one, huh?
Oh, did he just get off?
Keep reeling. Did he come off? Oh, man.
What?
Mark, what you got on there? Another hammer. Boy, that's a nice one. That's a hammer. You better put him in the boat, though. That's a nice one. Let me go around over here. That's very nice. That's about 16 inches right there.
Barely.
That's why I seen that. I said, put him in the boat. Just give it a little tug. There you go. Woo. 30, probably 15 and a half. I like those solid fish like that, you know. No, they ain't no dinks. They ain't them 12-inch fish. Again, we on south wind right here, blowing about 15 miles an hour southeast wind, and we at these little islands right behind Bridgeside. And you got to fish this on a high tide. The water's got to be high. We caught a couple right here, this little island, and we're catching them by these cones. And they probably all along the edge of these cones, but we want to be downwind so y'all can hear us without all this wind. So stay tuned. We're gonna bring you some steady action today with them live shrimp from Bridgeside Marina. And Mark's using a cart, and he's getting a little more bites than I am freelining. So stay tuned. Mark, we've been weeding through some smaller fish, but that looks like a nice one. Looks like a hammer. Woo, that's a hammer. Oh man! Oh, that was about a 3.5, 4 pounder. That was nice. And we out here in the open catching a lot of small ones. I just put in about a 16, but that was probably 18 or 20. Yeah, definitely. Stay tuned. We got some action. We got a decent fish on.
See.
We've been getting some things, but every once in a while we get a nice one. Uh-oh.
It's like a good time.
Every time we get you on camera, Mark, you dropped him.
You gotta keep that camera high.
Mark says
Not losing this one.
Mark says he got a good one on right here. Let's see. He done lost 2, the biggest one. That's a nice one. Yeah, that's a nice one. That's a good one. It's not as big as the 2 you lost, but man, we busted them every cast. I hadn't fished this spot right here this year. I told Mark we're close by. We got some shrimp from Bridgeside. You know, let's go right here close to this little island behind Grand Isle, and we protected right here with a 15, 18-mile-an-hour wind. But the water's green, the tide's going out right now. It just started falling hard, and we getting them every cast. I mean, Mark, every cast, huh?
We throw this one back. We've thrown about 20 of these back today.
Yep. We're releasing the 14-inch fish, and we just keeping, like the last one, Mark caught one, I caught one, but probably 16. We got a couple 16s in there. But some hot action, man. Tommy V style. Grand Isle, Louisiana is on fire. We catching them every cast. Mark is using a carp. That's maybe a throwback. We've been throwing back the 13s like that. We've been throwing those back. And we just keeping like the thicker ones, the 15s that's got a little meat on them. I've been using that overcast swim bait and catching them every cast, and Mark's still using a cork and a shrimp, but that's what I'm using. I got a 1/4 ounce jig head with that overcast salt and pepper, baby.
Oh yeah.
That's some quick
Every
action,
cast,
huh?
Every cast.
That's the most trout,
back,
what you said, most trout you caught in a long time, huh?
I've been out here fishing all day in my hunt gear, protected from the sun, still cool. It's been amazing.
And we got some live shrimp from Bridgeside, Louisiana as a backup, and we really didn't even need it at this spot because we can catch them all on plastic, but Mark is, he's sticking with that because it's every single cast. So Mark, every cast.
Probably thrown 20 back already.
As soon as it hits the water,
As soon as it hits the
the
water.
corks are going down. And my
Problem is, I got 3 videos of me losing fish, and I need time to edit those out.
So look, we got a strong wind, but it don't even matter right now. It's on fire. We started at about 12:30, and we done caught way over 50. We only probably caught 25 in the box, but we released a bunch of fish. Like about 1 out of 5 we calling, we keeping it, and they're all keepers, but we're not keeping them. We're just keeping the bigger, the solid fish, about 15. When we feel like he's got a nice thick back, nice fillet, we're keeping those. But Mark, as soon as it hits,
Get one.
as soon as it hits the water,
Is it already gone? It is. Look at that.
as soon as it hits the water, every cast.
I turn around, I look for the bobber, and it's already underwater.
Look, Bobber, you know he ain't from here.
Yeah, I know.
That's some hot action in Grand Isle, Louisiana.
Not a keeper, but we're gonna send her back.
Every cast. Look at water, how clear. You can see it. Look how pretty.
Probably the smallest one we caught all
It
day.
seems like the smaller fish are hitting the shrimp now. The bigger fish are on the swim bait.
Tell me the mistake, man. I got the line again.
All right, guys. That's what's happening. Grand Isle. On the south wind, you can hide out behind the island. Nice one. That's a hammer. You got a good one in. You didn't drop that one.
Look, he just came off the line.
He just came off the hook. Oh, that's a nice one.
Hey, at least I got him on the hook.
He's gonna get out of his hand right here. Look, look, look. That really make the bloopers,
That make the
huh?
highlight reel.
That make the bloopers.
There we go. That's a hammer.
That's a pretty one.
I give up.
Grab him underneath. Let me show you. Grab him underneath the gill. Underneath. No, one hand underneath that, just like that. There you go. Now you got it. And get that other hand off so people can see the fish. There you go. Nice hammer. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Tommy V and Mark. Put the hammer down today. We got more than a limit, but we threw back half of them, so we probably only kept 25. So we'll see you next time. Grand Isle is on fire, and I'm sure the coast, the whole coast, the trout are coming to do their spawn. So bring some shrimp as a backup, but that swim bait is what I've been catching them on every cast. Amazing. When you get them biting with the shrimp, you switch to the swim bait, and it's a lot funner. Mark?
Real deal.
Mark had a
Every
good
cast.
time.
Must caught 50, 60 fish today. Awesome.
Tell them to subscribe.
Subscribe. Hit that like button and subscribe. Buy some Speckled gear.
And some overcast swim bait.
And some overcast swim bait.
All right.
Mercury engine while you're at it.
See you next time.